guys, it's Alexis, aka the Soft Reader, and today I'm here to do the drunk book tag. I am not drunk. I do not intend to get drunk. I never do. I plan to have probably this glass of wine, and that is it, so fret not. But I saw this video on Chelsea's channel. She's one of the creators, so of course I will link her video down below, and it just seemed like a lot of fun. And she was drinking the wine that I really love to drink, which is a Moscato, and so I was like, you know, given that I have to move soon and I'm stressed out because of that, I was like, you know, a glass of wine sounds nice. So the first question is wine coolers. You're 16 and you finally managed to sneak one of your mom's Smirnoff Ices. What is one of your most guilty pleasure reads? And the book that I'm going to go with for a guilty pleasure read is the To All the Boys I Loved Before series by Jenny Han. I know that a lot of people don't really call this one of their favorite series, but guys, I genuinely love these books. Like, I love everything about these books. Like, I genuinely, like, wouldn't change a thing. Like, I really love them. A lot, actually. Yeah, so, these are a guilty read. The next question is beer. You've made it to college and are hosting your first kegger. Pick your favorite new adult or college-aged book. Now, anyone who watches my channel knows I really don't read new adult. So the one I'm gonna have to go with is one of my favorite books that takes place in college, and that is Flat Out Love by Jessica Park. But this is about our main character, Julie, who is in college for her first year, and she basically gets to Boston, where her university is, and finds out that the apartment she rented online was a scam, and so she has to move in with her mom's old college roommate's family, the Watkins family, and it's a story about her getting to know the Watkins and just utterly falling in love with them as a family. And yes, the relationship in this book I absolutely love. A lot of the humor in this book really resonates with me, and I just overall really, really love that book. Okay, well, I might have more than one glass then. The next question is tequila. You partied too hard last night and drank a little too much Jose Cuervo. What's a book that you never want to see again? Or your least favorite book? Now, I could probably give you like a 5-minute list of my least favorite books. So instead, I'm going to mention my most recent least favorite book. The most recent 1-star rating I gave to a book, which was Two Beautiful Broken Girls by Kim Savage. This book utterly disgusts me on every level. I hated it. I liked zero things about it. I'll link to my Goodreads review down below so you can go read why, but this book was garbage. I thought everything about it was terrible. So, the next question is beer pong, maybe is what it's supposed to be. What's a book that you read super fast? And I'm gonna have to give that to the entire Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. These are super quick reads for two reasons. One being that they are middle grade, so, you know, they're not overly descriptive or anything like that. They read very quickly, and also they're just super fun, so you like utterly fly through them and you want to know what happens next. There's something a little wrong about me holding Percy Jackson in one hand and a glass of wine in the other. Maybe I should reevaluate my life. The next question is spring break. You've thrown your inhibitions to the wind and end up having a sexy night you'll never forget. What is your favorite smutty read? Again, if you've been on my channel for any length of time, you know that pretty much the two things I never really read are erotica and new adult, which are typically where you find most of the smutty things. However, the one book series that immediately came to mind that was pretty smutty, but that had a lot of steamy scenes in it, but I did really enjoy, and that is the Dark Swan series by Rochelle Mead. This is one of her urban fantasy paranormal romance series. I read this like years ago. I would be interested in giving them a reread, but they definitely are paranormal romance, so they definitely have their fair shares of smutty scenes in them. But I mean, this is one of only like 4 book series that I've read that is like super smutty. You guys remember the start of this video when your girl said she was only gonna have 1 glass of wine? Oops. The next question is Screwdriver, and that is the most twisted book you've ever read. I'm actually gonna go ahead and give this to a manga series, which is above and beyond the most twisted, grim, dark thing I've ever read, and that is Berserk. I have talked in this, I mean, I enjoyed the Berserk series a lot. I think there's a lot of merits to it, but pretty much make a list in your head of every taboo, of every twisted thing you can think of, and I promise, in the 300 chapters of Berserk, it's in there somewhere. I promise. The next question is Long Island iced tea, the melting pot of alcoholic beverages. What is one of your most favorite diverse reads? I'm gonna give this one to a recent read of mine, and that is Noteworthy by Riley Redgate. Our main character, Jordan, is Chinese American. She's also bisexual. There's a chic character, a queer character, there's a Japanese American character. So yeah, this book is very diverse, and it's realistically diverse too. I feel like all of the characters are more than just their diverse labels. The next question is Sex on the Beach, a drink that's great in theory but wasn't exactly all it was cracked up to be. What is a book that just didn't live up to the hype? Again, I have so many books that I feel like I could choose for this, so instead I'm just going to go with the most recent read that didn't live up to the hype for me, and that is Carval by Stephanie Garber. This book has gotten a lot of mixed reviews recently, but I was really hyped to pick it up, especially when it first came out. And for me, it just did not live up to the hype. I thought that the romance wasn't really that good. I thought the main character was kind of dumb. So yeah, that one was kind of a disappointment for me. Number 9 is Wine, and that is you've just gone through a rough breakup, so you park yourself in bed with your favorite bottle of wine, some ice cream, and a bucket for your tears. Name a book that made you cry out all of your feels. This, again, is a question I could choose many different books for, so I'm going to go with the most recent book that made me cry because of feels, and that is A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. This is the third and final book in the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab. This is one of my all-time favorite series, and so just the fact that this was the end and everything that was happening in this, I mean, it was literally like I was breaking up with the series because it was leaving me behind, and it was so sad, and like I cried through the entire final chapter because I was just not ready to say, I was not ready to let go, I wasn't ready to say goodbye, so definitely this one. The final question is Strip Club, which is just to name your favorite naked hardback book. And I actually mentioned this book when I did my cover lover tag, which I will link to down below in case you're interested in checking it out. It was basically just a tag all about your favorite book covers, but I did mention this one in that video. And so my favorite naked hardback is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. First of all, red and black is like my favorite color combination anyway, and just the fact that it looks so, it's so fitting for like an Alice in Wonderland story. It's whimsical, it has like a Harlequin feel to it. It's got the jester and the crown and the name on the side. This is just such a pretty, it's so reflective and shiny. If I could have imagined what the naked cover of this hardback book had looked like before I'd seen it, this is what I would have chosen, and I'm in love with this. I love everything about it. Alright guys, so that was the drunk book tag. I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but you probably should not do this tag if you're underage for whatever country you live in. Also drink responsibly. I'm in my home and I had 2 glasses of wine, so like I'm fine. But drink responsibly, don't drink and act a fool, don't do that. Again, this was created by Chelsea, so I will leave a link to her channel down below, or to her video, whatever one I decide when I finally put this video up. You guys should let me know down below the answer to the screwdriver question, which is, what is the most twisted book you've ever read? Because I feel like that's not something we talk about a lot, but I'm interested to know other people's answers, and I will see you guys soon with another video.